What is up, everybody? It is the Zachary Max 101 here. Today, predicting the NFL Week 1 predictions. As you already know, we missed one game, the season opener. The Chiefs upsetting the Patriots 42-27 at Foxborough. So that was a pretty big upset. So now let's get to the predictions. No further ado, I am sorry guys, I am joined by a Rainbow Gamer.
Hello.
And he will be helping me predict. So first we start off with our favorite team, so forgive us if we be a bit biased. We have the Dallas Cowboys versus the New York Giants on week 1. So this is going to be a different matchup than it was like a couple of weeks ago. As you all know, the Ezekiel Elliott suspension really gave like the Giants the upper hand, as many Giants fans were saying that the Cowboy season was done and they were going to get blowout. But now Zeke is here. So I see the Cowboys winning this game. I know I might be a little bit biased. So
I'm saying Dallas Cowboys win because they've done pretty good this season so far.
Dude, it's week 1.
Yeah, they're going to do good because they've been doing good in the past.
Okay, that actually works. Okay, sorry, I am a very cringy YouTuber. So I mostly have Dallas winning, just because I just feel like their offense is better, and their defense actually, I don't see any problem with it. Maybe the cornerback position is lacking. But, like, I can see a pretty big season out of our defense.
Yeah.
So now we move on to the New York Jets and Buffalo Bills. So I'm just going to say this. I don't know if you don't know any of the teams or don't know what they're talking about. Just, like, don't predict anything if you don't know. So, as we were saying, the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. I really don't think that the Jets really have anything. I mean, like, they lost Brandon Marshall, who's their only receiver, to the Giants, I might add. Another New York team. The Buffalo Bills, I know, like, they lost Sammy Watkins, but that front seven is actually pretty good. Tyrod Taylor is a mobile quarterback, and, like, the Jets are just, like, the only player they really have is, like, Matt Forte. I don't see Christian Hackenberg or Bryce Petty helping the Jets. I just think that they're both really bad teams, but I gotta go with the Buffalo Bills. Something tells me you're just doing off what I say. Okay, Atlanta Falcons and Chicago Bears. I'm going to say off the bat, Atlanta, I believe, will win this one. I know it's in Chicago, but does it really matter? I mean, like, the Atlanta Falcons are already...
It doesn't really matter if they're, like, the same place. It doesn't give them any more. It doesn't give them, like, a bigger chance.
Well, it kind of does because of home field advantage. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
He's not, like, that familiar with football.
Yeah, I'm more of a basketball
person. He's just helping me predict. So, as I was saying, the Falcons are probably one of the most well-rounded teams in the NFL. They have a pretty good defense. I mean,
good quarterback.
Yeah, Matt Ryan is elite. He just won the MVP. They have 3 good wide receivers, and Julio Jones and Mohamed Sanu, and Taylor Gabriel. That tight end position's a bit questionable. But you really don't have to, but that position should get wide open if you have 3 good wide receivers you have to worry about. Then you have to leave linebackers on tight ends, and that usually doesn't end so well unless you're like a Bobby Wagner or something. So the defense, secondary is kind of weak, but it is the best play. I am like maxing up my word. I am so sorry. Like the Chicago Bears, they lost their best player on the team, and Kevin Meredith, in my opinion, he's the best player on their team. They lost him for the season with a torn ACL. I don't see Mike Glennon leading this team very far. I do believe Mitchell Trubisky is the future. I don't think that Mike Glennon deserves that $45 million contract, I believe. That defense, though, that defense is improving. It just needs it needs a lot more talent. I remember a channel called Total Pro Sports. The reason why they didn't have the Chicago Bears winning was because they didn't have a lot of talent, which I agree. Next up, we have the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, this is a pretty tough game. Joe Flacco will be getting his first pretty much action after having that back injury. And don't worry about that Credit Karma. Don't worry about the Credit Karma thing.
No.
What?
I'm saying this team will win.
Oh, just say Baltimore. Just say Baltimore.
Yeah, Baltimore will win.
Do you even know what team are? You're just guessing, aren't you?
Yeah, that's what really predictions are.
Oh, shoot. Sorry, cringe. I'm sorry. Okay. Anyway, the Baltimore Ravens just have a better team. I don't really see anybody on that Cincinnati team. Their only player that actually does stuff on that defense is Vontaze Burfict, who's pretty much a dirty player, and he's gone for the first 3 weeks. So Joe Flacco should probably have a field day with Mike Wallace. AJ Green and Andy Dalton might help out, might do anything. They don't have any Jeremy Hill, I really don't see happening, and Giovanni Bernard has been getting injured lately. And that offensive line just disgusts me. And Tyler Eifert, he is a pretty good tight end. But Baltimore's just a better well-rounded. I got that time. Well-rounded. It's just, so I just got to give Baltimore the win. Now, we got Pittsburgh and the Cleveland Browns. Pittsburgh Steelers, I already got them winning.
Yeah, because Cleveland Browns suck.
True. Deshaun, they have a lot of rookie talent, though. Myles Garrett, but he is missing the first couple of games. Jabril Peppers will look to be a stud. And Deshaun Kaiser looks like he will be the team's future quarterback. If the preseason has looking good. Now, it is only preseason, but that's what they said about Dak Prescott, and you know how that went. I just got the Pittsburgh winning. They're just a better team. Antonio Brown will carve up that Browns secondary. That defense is getting better. Ryan Shazier is a very talented cornerback. So, by no shocker, unless you're a Cleveland Browns fan who believes I really respect Cleveland fans, the Pittsburgh Steelers are just 10 times better than the Browns. Now, Arizona and Detroit. Now, this is actually a pretty interesting matchup. We got Matthew Stafford, who proved last season that he didn't need Megatron to be called an elite quarterback.
Wait, there's a person called Megatron?
Calvin Johnson.
Oh.
Calvin Johnson. As remember, he's not that familiar with football. He's a basketball person. And Arizona, they had all the pieces in place. I believe they went 13-3 in 2015, maybe 12-4. They made it all the way to the NFC Championship, where they got blown up by the Panthers. They look destined to have a pretty successful thing. Don't do that. They looked like a successful future, but something happened. Carson Palmer wasn't playing at his best game. Larry Fitzgerald was Larry Fitzgerald. David Johnson beasted. Their defense was pretty good. They just I don't know what happened really. They just couldn't finish off games. But I do believe this is the year that they bounce back. I believe that the Arizona Cardinals will come out and beat the Detroit Lions. I just don't see that Lions defense doing anything against the Cardinals. And that defense should hold out on Matthew Stafford. Now we have Jacksonville and Houston. Houston is coming in after having the best defense in the NFL without J.J. Watt, and now they have J.J. Watt back. Jadeveon Clowney, I was about to say Khalil Mack. Jadeveon Clowney should be Jadeveon Clowney and I'm sorry guys, and J.J. Watt. They should be a force to be reckoned with, along with Whitney Merciless.
Wait, can I say something?
Sure.
I'm sorry if the screen goes up like this. It's just something that's happening. It's not our fault. Don't worry.
Okay, so Jacksonville. What are they doing by starting Blake Bortles? I mean, like he hasn't done anything. Like he throws that foot. He might as well be on Dude Perfect with all those trick shots he tries to make. Might as well just be on Dude Perfect, man. Hire him, dude. Hired him, Dude Perfect. And
hire him.
Yeah, Leonard Fournette, I think that's his name. He should be a stud. I just don't like the Jacksonville Jaguars this season. It's just like I don't see them doing anything. Blake Bortles is not going to help them at all. Houston takes this W easily. I do say that Jalen Ramsey is going to be a star, as so is Leonard Fournette. Now, I'm going to say my game of the week. Oh, I'm sorry. I did that thing. My game of the week, the Oakland Raiders and the Tennessee Titans for the game of the week.
Let's go Tennessee Titans. Let's go Titans.
So I will choose the Oakland Raiders. I think Marshawn Lynch, along with that Raiders offensive line, will be pretty good.
I don't like the Raiders. I seriously don't. I just don't. I'm straight up, I don't.
The Raiders are probably one of the best teams in the NFL this season. They have two good wide receivers in Amari Cooper and Michael Crabtree, and Seth Roberts is actually pretty good. That tight end position is questionable, but it the same thing as I believe I said with the Falcons. Since you have to worry about three good wide receivers, you really don't worry about the tight end that much, and then it gets him open a lot. Now Rainbow Gamer is taking a break, so that defense, Khalil Mack will be a force. Reggie Nelson is pretty good. I just see them winning. It's going to be a close game. Marcus Mariota will put on a show. I just don't like his receivers that much. Delaney Walker will get attention. That defense, I really don't see anything on that defense that would convince me. They were pretty decent last year, but I just don't see them winning. I have Oakland winning this game. Philadelphia and the Washington Redskins. Now, so this will be a pretty good game. Carson Wentz, who will be the future of the Philadelphia Eagles, is going to be taking on Kirk Cousins, who is having some contract issues the last few seasons. And if this continues, he might not be on the team. This might be his last season, which I don't doubt. Kirk Cousins has said he wants to be a Redskin. I don't think that will happen. But it's a possibility.
I'm back.
Okay, he's back. And it's a possibility. So I think Washington takes this out.
Yeah.
I think that their defense is a lot better. Actually, Philly's defense. Actually, I think that Philadelphia actually wins. Josh Norman's the only. Josh Norman is Ryan Kerrigan, and also are the only people I really know on that Washington that can really wreak havoc, and that Philadelphia defense is nasty. I say this as a Cowboys fan. It is nasty, and Carson Wentz, supplied with Torrey Smith and Alshon Jeffrey, should be a force to reckon with in the upcoming seasons. So I actually have Philadelphia winning this game. Now we have the Indianapolis Colts and the Los Angeles, right? Sorry guys, Los Angeles Rams. Now this is an interesting game. Normally I would just give straight off the back to Indianapolis. I mean, Rams don't have that much talent on either side of the ball. Jared Goff is kind of good, I guess.
I'm literally just listening to what all he's saying.
Yeah, and Indianapolis Colts, I mean, like, I would usually pick them. I mean, their defense is garbage, but that offense is really good. But they don't have Andrew Luck. And I think that's going to be a big problem because what I've seen so far in the preseason is that their backup, I just don't take them very seriously. I just think that Indianapolis is just like better than the Rams. So now we have Seattle and the Green Bay Packers. Now I might actually make this my game of the week. Yeah, I'll make this my game of the week. So yes, so our game of the week will be Seattle and the Green Bay.
Yes, Seattle. Go Seattle.
Bandwagon Nation. Okay. So,
I'm not trying to be a wagon.
Okay, you sure about that?
Yep.
Okay. Anyway, I don't want to make this video so cringy. So, stop making that noise, man. Okay, so, Seattle, I just think that they have, like, the better defense. I mean, like, Aaron Rodgers did eat them up alive last year. But, I mean, like, Russell Wilson did throw 5 picks. I think that the Seattle Seahawks are just, like, better than the Green Bay Packers, honestly. I think that they will come out with the W. It's going to be a great game. The game of the week. It's going to be the game of the week. So that's how I have winning. Now Carolina and San Francisco. This will be my lockup of the week.
Carolina, San Francisco.
No, man.
No, Panthers. Totally.
Yeah, sorry guys, the basketball fan. So like, this is going to be my lockup of the week. Carolina versus San Francisco. Carolina gets this W easily. They have a pretty decent defense. Their defense is okay. Their offense is good. Cam Newton just needs to play like he stopped dabbing a long time ago, man. He needs to play like he did in 2015. Distributing the ball evenly. Try not taking such big hits.
You should do better than 2015 Super Bowl.
Oh, whatever he said. I mean, like, that Denver secondary is pretty good. So, yeah, Carolina is just, like, way better. I expect Kelvin Benjamin to make a bounce-back year. Now we have New Orleans and Minnesota. This will be a great matchup. We have Adrian Peterson returning to Minnesota on a primetime Monday night game against his former team. Adrian Peterson will be playing on a chip on his back for the Vikings releasing him, which I don't get. I don't understand why Minnesota released him. I mean, like, he got injured. Like, the last time he got injured and was out for a long time, he won the MVP the next season with, like, 2,000 yards. I'm not saying that would happen again. I really want New Orleans to win, and I really want Adrian Peterson to get, like, 100 yards just to show Minnesota that they shouldn't have let him go, that he deserves, that he should have stayed in Minnesota. So, like, okay, the final game of week 1, the Los Angeles Chargers versus the Denver Broncos. This will be my upset of the week. I think the Chargers come out and beat the Broncos. Now, to some people, it might not be an upset, but I just think that the Broncos are just, like, way better than the, I think that I think the Chargers, like, their defense isn't, like, elite at all, and the Broncos is. But Phillip Rivers, and that offense with Melvin Gordon, I expect it to explode this year. I expect them to have a great year. I actually think their defense will actually do pretty good. They led the league in interceptions, with Casey Hayward leading with, I believe, 7 picks. I just think that the Chargers will win in our upset of the week. So that is our predictions for the NFL 2017 week 1. So I hope you all enjoyed. Please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. Peace.